Ole Miss is home to a lot of talent from football stars to top researchers. But did you know that there are a lot of great singers here on campus?
The latest on Ole Miss Idol is coming up. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Lott.
And I'm Rane Cravens. Speaking of talent, this week the Ole Miss campus is welcoming a host of authors and journalists to discuss Southern literature at this year's Oxford Conference for the Book.
Sereena Henderson was there for the latest.
The public has a chance to actually talk to the writers whom they may admire, or meet those folks who are putting pen to paper. So there's a real interaction. There's social gatherings, but at the same time, you get to sit and listen to them talk about their craft.
8 Ole Miss students are celebrating after the semifinal round of Ole Miss Idol. However, one of these students didn't make it to the final round. NewsWatch reporter Shelby Sansone has the story.
14 Ole Miss students brought their A game to the semifinal round of Ole Miss Idol last night. They competed for 7 spots in the competition's final round, and the winner will receive $500. However, many contestants are just enjoying the experience.
I mean, the win will be fun, but just to get out there and sing and everything, to do what I love to do, it's a fun experience in itself.
There were a lot of great performances right here on this stage behind me, but as it turns out, the participant who had the most popularity throughout the event actually didn't make it to semifinals.
Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world.
Cole Putman's audition tape went viral after it was posted on the SAA Facebook page. The video has over 25,000 views in less than 36 hours.
I'm not gonna lie, there's half of me that's mortified because I did sing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid and I didn't know every word. And people have said, oh, don't get too big of a head. But I'm like, I sang a Disney princess song, and so I think it's kind of hard to get a big head about that, but I will say, I know how to laugh at myself.
And when it came down to choosing a song, he said it was easy.
I knew that no one else was gonna sing that, and I wanted to stand out because I thought maybe I could get to the next round, but obviously I did not. But I just wanted to stand out, have fun, why not?
Though Putman didn't make it to the competition this year, he will be back for redemption.
And I think that I'm the Whitney Houston of my generation, and that SAA missed out on that, but I'm coming back for him next year.
Don't miss the final round next Wednesday in the Union. Shelby Sansone, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Have you ever forgotten your umbrella at home on a rainy day? Well, Ole Miss ASB is hoping to remedy that. Ariyl Onstott joins us for more.
A wet, rainy day like today, and you've forgotten your umbrella. Thanks to a new up-and-coming ASB program via President Rod Bridges' cabinet, you won't have to stay drenched.
The ASB cabinet has bright ideas this semester. Rod Bridges worked with his cabinet to invent an umbrella sharing program. The program will partner with the library to check umbrellas out like books. Students will use their IDs to rent an umbrella for around 48 hours.
I think the umbrella sharing program is going to be great for students because it's a way that ASB can provide yet another service to students. It's something that's simplistic, almost too simplistic, that we've noticed. A problem that all of us have multiple times a day, even a year. I mean, it's just there's so many times where we're caught off guard, and it's something simple. And I think that an umbrella program is really going to be beneficial to students. I think more than they understand now, or they might realize.
ASB plans to start with 15 to 20 umbrellas and will increase them as the program grows. Bridges hopes the umbrella sharing program will be up and running for students by the last week of March.
Thanks, Ariyl. Business owners are upset by a proposal of a parking garage in Oxford. The proposal of a parking garage in 3 locations on the Oxford Square, including the lot behind City Hall, beside the Oxford University Club, and on the corner of Van Buren Avenue. David and Marianne Hill live on the East Jackson Guest House. They are reluctant to hand their property over to the city. The rest of the proposed space is a free parking lot used daily by business employees who feel they shouldn't have to pay for metered parking. The university has chosen its Who's Who class for the 2015-2016 year. Only a handful of students received this honor. Madison Heil shows us the excitement of this year's recipients.
Each year, students at colleges across the country are chosen to receive the Who's Who Award for their outstanding achievements.
I felt like it validated a lot of things I've done in my college career to be nominated, because Who's Who is an amazing organization, and it truly is an honor to just even be considered for the award.
When I got it, I was kind of in shock, and I looked more into it, and I realized it's a pretty prestigious honor, and I was pretty excited that I'd gotten it.
About 150 seniors are chosen based on their scholarship, leadership, and character during their 4 years at Ole Miss.
I think it's a pretty big deal on campus. Considering there's only 150 students, there's over 400 students who applied, so that kind of puts things into perspective.
There's not very many kids that decide to stand out, and they just choose to blend in, and I feel like standing out's a really important aspect of Who's Who, and that's why people are picked to be one.
This award recognizes all of the accomplishments and hard work students have put in.
After getting Who's Who, I realized I'm not just a number. I'm a student and someone that's being rewarded for my work.
I think it makes me feel good inside just knowing that all this work, all the organizations I've joined, all the little side projects I've done is actually for something.
It really shows to me that I've always been like an overachiever. I wanted to be in the Alumni Society. I wanted to be in the Column Society. I wanted to be a tour guide, and obviously I didn't have time for all that. So I think it really shows me that as long as you do some stuff in college, you still are achieving, and they are going to honor you for that.
Ole Miss will induct this year's Who's Who students Friday, March 4th at the Ford Center at 4 p.m. Madison Heil, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
There's a new sport coming to Ole Miss. Find out about the new team up next.
But first, Stormwatch's Christine Williamson has our first look at today's conditions.
Good afternoon, Oxford. I hope you got your coat because it's a chilly 48 degrees outside. We can start to see it warm up into the weekend, and thankfully all these cloudy skies are about to go away. All that and more coming up next with your weekly Williamson weather report.
Good evening, Oxford. I'm here with your weekly Williamson weather report. I hope you've got your coat because it's been a chilly 48 degrees today with some overcast skies. Thankfully, we're starting to see all of those showers move out of our way, and we can look forward to some sunnier weather over the next few days. We go to our satellite to look at more. We can start to see all this humidity is starting to move out of the way, so you can start to see clearer skies for your weekend. All of this is starting to move out of the East Coast, and we're going to start to see some much prettier weather. In South Haven, we can see that it's 56 degrees. In Oxford, we're still staying pretty chilly at 48 degrees, so grab your coats tonight because it's going to start to cool down just a little bit. Corinth is at 48 degrees also, and we're all staying around 50, 47 degrees, but we'll start to see it warm up just a little bit tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to see South Haven at 51. Oxford still warming up just a few degrees at 54. Tupelo at 53. Corinth still staying pretty cold at 50 degrees, and Holly Springs warming up to 52 degrees. Tonight, I hope you really have that coat at this time because it's 37 degrees. Thankfully, no more rain. We're going to see some clear skies, a little bit of wind, but I wouldn't plan on grabbing that umbrella before you head out for your evening plans. And tomorrow, we're going to see it warm up to 54 degrees like we talked about a little bit earlier. No more rain. It's going to warm up into 70 degrees over the next few days, but you can look forward to a sunnier weekend. Over the next 5 days, we're going to see that it's going to get a little bit more humid. We're going to see some rain as we move it on into early next week. By Tuesday, we're going to be at 70 degrees, and thankfully, you can start to reach for those t-shirts and put away those rain boots.
So I know we had some rain earlier in the week, and it was really warm temperatures, and it got super cold again. But next week, it looks like we're expecting warmer temperatures, right?
Thankfully, it's warming up. I know I'm ready for my t-shirt. How about you?
So ready. And do you think it's going to be warmer from here on out, or do you think it's going to get a little colder?
I can't say specifically, but I've got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, me too. I hope so.
Coming up in sports, David Kennedy will break down Stephon Moody's tremendous senior night performance. We'll be right back.
Getting your.
You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even with an army of people, you ain't gonna take us down. You can aim your evil right at us. You can drop
racing. You can feel every beat.
If you have any sort of negative thought, you're going to have a negative result.
It all kind of centers in on that
Your heart
shot.
rate starts
You
getting
can't let the
lower,
little things get to
working
you.
on your confidence.
And you
So
just
one of the
have to
things
learn
I
to block
found
it
was
out.
for me is focusing on my breathing.
Urine.
It's important kind of forget about everything that you just done.
Calm your heart rate down. Slow everything down. Control your movement.
And take the shot.
I'm Ross Bjork, the Ole Miss Athletics Director, and you're watching Rebel Watch.
Welcome to Rebel Watch. I'm David Kennedy. The Hardwood Rebs came up big in last night's game over Mississippi State. It was senior night for Martavius Newby, Tomas Giello, Anthony Perez, and Stephon Moody, and these four guys would make it a night for everyone to remember. Moody came out and absolutely dismantled the Bulldogs defense in the first half, scoring from the three-point line and dominating the paint. The senior would put up just 24 points alone in the first half, absolutely embarrassing Mississippi State. But in the second half, Mississippi State wouldn't lie down, and Gavin Ware would absolutely drop a bomb on the Ole Miss defense. This would give the Bulldogs some type of hope, right? Wrong. Emmanuel Moody steps back and drains the three for the Rebels. He would finish with a career high of 43 points. Then last but not least, Tomas Giello says, hello, Ole Miss wins 86-78. Here's what Stephon Moody had to say about his performance.
It really had nothing to do with them. All my fans wanted that win. I personally wanted that win to go out on a high note.
What does it mean for you to get a performance like this and a win like this on senior night, last game here at the Pavilion and all that?
It means a lot. It's real special. It's something I'll probably remember the rest of my life.
Do you remember something even in high school where you're sort of feeling like quite like you were tonight?
To be honest, I probably done did it so many times I can't even pinpoint a specific game. I had 53, and at Leesburg, my senior year, my last year of high school.
After the game, our very own Kate Robinson and Browning Stubbs were there to give us an analysis of the win.
I'm Kate Robison. Welcome to the RebelWatch postgame report. I'm here with Browning Stubbs, where the Rebels have just beat Mississippi State. Browning, what do you think about Stephon Moody's excellent performance here at the Pavilion?
Well, Moody, he certainly saved his best performance for last, Kate. This is a guy, he's led Ole Miss in scoring the last 2 years, but he's never scored over 33 points. Tonight puts up 43 for the Rebels and 24 first half points. He really brought his energy early in the game, got to the foul line, made 15 of 18 free throws, knocked down 6 3-pointers. Moody was on fire tonight for the Rebels, and really just the offense did a great job setting screens from him, did well coming off the baseline. Stephon Moody, he was the hero tonight for Ole Miss.
So moving forward to the NCAA tournament, do you think that this win really boosts the Rebels for that?
Not really, to answer your question. They did what they had to do. They took care of business. They won the games that are on their schedule. Ole Miss, they've got to beat Tennessee on Saturday. It's a must-win. I said it last week, they needed to beat Georgia. Now, realistically, Kate, Ole Miss probably has to win the SEC tournament to get in the big dance. But with some bubble teams, if some of these teams could lose early in the conference tournaments, maybe Ole Miss could sneak up. If Ole Miss can get to the finals in Nashville and have a win over at Kentucky or Texas A&M, then I think they could go to March Madness. But right now, it's a long shot.
The Rebels will play Tennessee in Knoxville on Saturday at 11 a.m. This is Browning Stubbs, and I'm Kate Robson. Thanks for joining us.
This year's seniors leave some fantastic memories to their fans, including an SEC championships, 2 NCAA tournament appearances, and the opening of the Pavilion. Clint Tucker has the story.
With the final home men's basketball game completed, some students took the time to reflect on the impact that the 4 Ole Miss seniors had on the program.
As far as I know, we've got Moody, Newby, Giello, and Perez leaving after this year. I think we're really going to miss them. We're probably they're starters, so we're going to have to find a way to replace them. When I got here 3 years ago, Marshall Henderson was playing, and he was kind of like the splash guy, and everyone would go to see him. But now it's a little more of a holistic program. People want to come. They want to see Moody. They want to see Saiz. They want to see Giello play. It's not just one guy anymore.
This senior class made 2 trips to the NCAA tournament and even won an SEC tournament championship in 2013. Many feel that their success will have a lasting influence on the basketball culture at Ole Miss.
Working up to, winning those tourneys and championships, these guys, they led the way, and it's just building a flagship, and it's setting an example for the players that are coming in. Plus, it helps the program. Recruits that are coming in, they want to see a program doing well so they can make decisions. That always helps the program in bringing money into the program. What they've done is really influential.
With Wednesday night's victory over Mississippi State, this senior class has now won at least 19 games in every season they've played. For NewsWatch, I'm Clint Tucker.
The Rebels will take on the Tennessee Volunteers Saturday in a must-win game. If the Rebels win, it could be the difference in a number 6 seed and a number 10 seed. And for these seniors, it could be a key factor in getting another shot at March Madness. Taking it over to the Diamond, the red-hot Rebs are on a fantastic start this season. The Memphis Tigers came to Oxford in hopes of an upset and to provide some excitement. The Tigers put up 6 runs in the second and third innings, causing freshman pitcher James MacArthur to be pulled. Ole Miss would rally and score 7 runs in the third inning, then score 3 more in the 7th inning, winning the game 9-7. Anthony Paganozzi picks up his second relief win of the season. That's all the sports we have for you today. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at @Rebel_Watch and tune into our sports show tomorrow at 3 p.m. NewsWatch will be right back.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Basketball is my sport.
Baseball is my sport.
Softball is my sport.
Football is my sport. Excelling in the classroom is my job.
Your time in the classroom is important.
Make it count.
Make it count.
Make it count. Make it count. Go to class.
Go to class.
We excel on the court and in the classroom.
You're here for a reason.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself. Go to class. Be a rebel. Be a rebel. Be a rebel. Go to class.
Go to class.
Go to class. Just go to class.
Por favor, deja clase.
It's simple. Just go to class.
Don't be a knucklehead. Go to class.
Introducing the 2016 Domino's DXP with a built-in warming oven.
Did you guys order pizza? I did.
Cards? Find out more about this first-of-its-kind vehicle at Domino'sDXP.com.
A family is holding their son a little tighter tonight. The 2-year-old is unharmed after tumbling out of his family's van and onto a busy Chinese freeway.
The heart-stopping footage shows caught the incident. The driver of the van was the toddler's grandfather. He did not notice that the child fell out, but luckily the car that caught the video on tape picked up the boy and chased the driver down.
The grandfather explained that his car had been hit a few days ago and the lock on the trunk had yet to be fixed. It was a miracle the little boy was not harmed.
That's our show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at NewsWatch_UM for news on the go. I'm Jennifer Lott.
And I'm Rane Cravens. Thanks for watching. Good night.